Abusia, the latest on Nana Asante Bediatuo, Executive Secretary Edema President Nana Kwaku Baako, and Justice Kwekwana Edi Tudja. Ninyane se wochema say ade se Nana Kwaku Baako agya tum se enya de se bio ebeyi ama ode Nana Asante Bediatuo replacement eba beto abonten ochiremu a ade se Oma pompis kapa ediagu USA health system nim se ne ebe ya nka Nana Asante Bediatuo ho beto no ama to the extent se oma shada pe top medical expert power United States se omonhwe Nana Asante Bediatuo enso stella e kame akoye se condition no e get worse a enyoma enkoyi enunti enche wose Nana Kwaku Baako ede ni replacement baba beto abonten esanse 2024 abatuo ya yekwakotui transitional process no na nka yesenka Asante Bediatuo eye but esanse na pomudin no still entisusu yi enti no so ode obi be hye Nana a obedi se adwuma no no se last message na etwato ne de so ka so ode to ho no ma na dofo nyina ebesu enti Friday ode ba beto no.
Now the latest about Nana Asante Bediatuo up next. The very, informational equations here say Nana Asante Bediatuo is not getting well anytime soon, as I made this information known to you on Monday. And tonight, midweek, our intelligence report and our canary bed monitoring the space around Bediatuo also suggests that Nana Asante Bediatuo is not getting well anytime soon. Our intelligence is asking us to tell Ghanaians more prayers for Nana Asante Bediatuo to get well. Why? Because top medical experts in the United States have been called upon. I repeat, top medical experts in the United States have been called upon to take care of Nana Asante Bediatuo. But it still doesn't, or as it were, seem not that Nana Asante Bediatuo is getting well anytime soon. Even though the government of Akufo-Addo has sunk considerable huge sums of money into the United States health sector for Nana Asante Bediatuo to be taken care of. But Nana Asante Bediatuo isn't getting well anytime soon. And it still may not look like Nana Asante Bediatuo may join President Addo Akufo-Addo in the 52 more days left to go to the polls. What it means is that Nana Asante Bediatuo, who is the secretary to the cabinet, if Akufo-Addo is exiting the office, one very fundamental role for Nana Asante Bediatuo is to sit to gather all the documents, sign everything, including said Nana Asante Bediatuo must stand in for Akufo-Addo and do what is called the traditional exit plan and hand over to the next government. We call it a transition. Nana Asante Bediatuo may not, cannot, and will not be able to commission this, get this job done. It is so possible that somebody would have to come and do that job. Yes, it means Nana Asante Bediatuo is not getting well. Now, the last message to our intelligence report, I don't want to say it tonight. I'm sorry. I cannot say it. My interest is Friday, yeba, yebetimi de abetoho, I'm a Ghana for. So, in concluding on Nana Asante Bediatuo's health status, I call on Ghanaians here and around the world, sympathizers, friends and loved ones. Mua obwa munya contract ni ade mumompa emfema pape. Ni interest di besiko. But may I say sika akọ pape na ya rehwem pritia kakrenye sika ketwa. But it's still not getting that well. So the transition bekoso between Akufo-Addo and Akufo-Addo handing over to the next government, that transitional process may not, cannot, and will not be commissioned by Nana Asante Bediatuo. Sad indeed. I'm sorry. Folks, ensemu sisi o bibi wo wiase o yeah ete onipa wo wiase a woni muhomuhu munni ye so ye wunua so ye wadanfo so ye odien munni muhomuhu bible akampa to se munni muhomuhu enini ye nyesa wonya koda na odanti basaka ka binsem wei sa mini hwan do you know me, do you know who I am ni sa ni omaneme bebre unfa nkosi hwe folks asem kese da ho onyame adoma ebi a Friday possibility that it may be Friday. If then I have to break the news and break it, we'll break it. Nana Asante Bediatuo report na mdesi wama. So folks, now let's come to the Japadia document. Tonight we start the document from the national situation as regards the media landscape. Afi yademu kowura ade a won mo peso mu ye e wo media no mo and some trade no mo say den. Now shall we upon kroma aye adwuma papa na fi upon kroma so tumi abomoden enya media fo a wo mo ponya sympathizers to NPP a wo mo ye NPP for adversarial up to about 80% of journalists for abeka NPP ho manos mi kwaku amete yes mo hu dwuma upon kroma adie into upon kroma dwuma o ye nyana he is on a mission. When we do upon Kumedio, and why ye say tam, meanwhile, no a journalist, not a multimedia, Quesitum station. What the Quesitum station at the Bobra Boni Bio Betia at the NPP and at the home. Afiemra, the roles of wine Afia Bebudi, journalists for Bang and upon Kumetia is secure. Number one, the roles of Kwaku Baako, editor-in-chief. Abdul Malik Kwaku Baako, editor-in-chief of the New Crusading Guide. No dikai. Paul Adom and Ochre eka ho minuana no. Paul Adom Ochre. Hey, ayedo. Paul Adom Ochre. Kwame Sefa and a Kayi esoso. Kwame Sefa Kayi. Omina we recruit am. Entimo we say ntia Kwame Sefa kan ode ni kokroko ni si ho. Ejuma fun ena Kwame Sefa Kayi tu no die mo sori a ensem hu ne nkwase akeka osori na ode nipa bebegu so nu echi mu so ode okoboy abetra ho wo mbetra ho a de omo ya ne say image worshiping. Kwame Sefa Kayi ebetra ho a ena me na me chairman general ena me nkwase akeka any nothing they do that informs this country, that governs this country positive. Wo no mbetra ho a image worshiping and in Shenimu and no better on oye on any host room go on. He is one hell of a journalist who lack credibility, magnanimity, and research base. Yet Okotra Kofi Annan Center no course security whatever course untimi manifest with the proper journalistic standard. No. You better kokroko and normally kokroko no a definition of government debe payroll debe platform. Why do you not come? Obi of multimedia. Ekosi saying you recruit to Omina. Yamina make a doc. And to we a journalist now to Diana Dia. Now him see a recruiter come out, issue a press release or rejoinder. Nienkai. Obi of multimedia cannot be underestimated. It is for this reason that Nana nearly sacked Kandapa for delaying the release of their monthly allowance of 1 million Ghana cedis. Since the national security budget does not go through normal scrutiny, this group has to be assured of an enhancement of their regular emoluments in our next government on condition that they work hard for our anticipated victory in December. Onyame humu asema mo kan say sa media fo ya mabobo mu dini Abdul Malik Kwaku Baako, Paul Adom Ochre eka ho, Kwame ene Sefa ene Kayi, Obi of multimedia ekosi saying 90 saying omo 94.7 womu nya ye nkrofo ya recruit wom na asema document dey kan say won mu beye dwuma aboa wom enti emantawanta obi ba the national security minister Ayowura Hwan can Albert Kan Dapa on the president in term because one way is Sikabia as 1 million Ghana cedis each one of them. Since the Kana Yemfamom Kandapa and Adrian so better says Canaso Emma Edintawantawa Eba on the president in term. Folks, and Yasam Kitwa na Menemo Kano. And yet Asam Kitwa and a Menemo Yade Air Kan Wahano, folks. Yankupon Hunipa Mobo. Yankupon Hunipa Mobo. Now Yemra. Hey. Afi Yemra Osla Owusu on closure of opposition media. Mami Oslo Owusu di apie. Nti unim sa asema me Kenya no crap. Mami Oslo Owusu bra. Try rejoin the bra. Or say we score Oslo Owusu 70% for her execution. What a woman Oslo Owusu max. We score Oslo Owusu 70% of her execution of the agenda. Today, close down pro NDC radio and television stations. Asem we see an here. Bibisamo. Mo say mo to ada ho. Mo say ye kan na mo di echinye. Me say Oslo Owusu wo ma bonabaso wo mo man 70% so wa ya de say o close to NDC pro radio and television stations. Esi ana ensi ye nkoso. O say while we praise her for closing media entities such as 1 Radio XYZ, Capital Radio, Muntia FM, and many more, she scores some low marks in the implementation of the strategy. We expected her to leave Radio Gold. We expected her to leave Radio Gold from the list for obvious tactical reasons. She could have waived their debt like she has done for our friendly stations such as Ash FM in Kumasi. She could have been fired for the avoidable backlash in strategy, but for her long-standing roles as Nana protege. What a nipa bonisem. Nipa bonisem. Mami Oslo Owusu o ma bonabaso man 70%. Dentia it sounds obon hu modern na o close stations ahudo bebria won mo ya affiliated to NDC. No man warning say station bit say Radio Gold ma close DNT because so now Radio Gold obey on bibi kra na e kanwa Radio Gold for ne de no e na nche ohwe mo muntua kana wan hwe ne sa enti nipre eba Oslo Owusu a chomu ba be yinedi eh mutrimu odin say na Ghana for mi bisamo radio stations here bobo ye close here na ye close here ye close ni na. So would you therefore say this document is fiction? Afit here na sente o mu jai ma Oslo Owusu nya no hudi ye ne kire say oye Nana protege.